Well, you know, when I'm thinking about a leader, I'm thinking about a guy that the actions that he takes, people want to follow. When he says things, they want to listen. You have a guy that can make other people do things that they might not do on their own.
That quarterback has to bring the other 10 guys together and make them play better. And when the game's on the line, he has to be clutch and make great plays, and he has to be able to pick those guys up. And I think the biggest thing in terms of playing the quarterback position, you just got to be able to weather the storm. There's going to be ups and downs throughout a game, and the great quarterbacks are the ones that can keep coming back play after play and stay in the now. And no matter how well it's going or how poorly it's going, they stay focused on the now and they try to execute.
He just has never wavered one bit the whole time with anything that's gone good, anything that's gone bad. And so, you know, it's really, he's allowed us to really believe fully in him that he can continue to do this. First off, you know, when we're evaluating players, you know, we see the physical side of it. You know, we see the film, we see what he can do, and, you know, the numbers and the statistics and all that. And that's what I first knew about Russell. I'd heard some really cool things about him. But when we first had the chance to talk and visit, you know, you come away from it thinking, is this too good to be true? You know, he's so serious and he's so determined and he's so polite and so attentive and so tuned in. You know, you just wonder, you know, what a good show this guy put on, you know. But when we saw him again and we did our homework and our research, the more we were around him, the more we realized that this is just who he is. He's a remarkable young man, and it really comes through in everything that he does and every step he takes, and everybody knows that's around him.
Well, after the Rose Bowl, you know, the draft process started right away, and I knew it was going to be a great opportunity for me to play in the National Football League. A lot of people were saying I was too short to play, but I knew that I had the ability, and my height didn't define my skill set. So as I went to the Senior Bowl, as I went to the Combine and everything, I just prepared the best way possible.
We knew early that this could be a guy we would take. As the story, you know, unfolded for us, it was really, really exciting that we had the chance when it came around third round.
You know, I wasn't worried about where I was going to be taken and whether if it was the first round or the sixth round or the second round or the third round. I knew that once I got my opportunity, I was going to put everything, you know, into it, and I was going to do the best that I could. You know, but in terms of looking back at it now, yeah, obviously it'd been nice to been picked in the first round or whatever, and I've been, yeah, a dream come true or whatever, but my dream's already come true. I'm a Seattle Seahawk.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams really thought that Russell was a great football player, and they could see that. It really wasn't hard to see. But just, I think the stigma of a guy that's under 6 feet tall just turned a lot of people away. And I think, you know, the conventional wisdom, as we talked about it, you know, would say that, you know, a guy that size doesn't make it in the league. And but we kept going back to, you know, the Drew Brees and tried to get, you know, our thoughts together on that. I've always thought if a guy's not in the profile size-wise, then he better be really unique and really special. And Russell was all of that.
Well, it's such a blessing to be, you know, called by Seattle Seahawks. I was sitting there, and a lot of teams were texting me and talking to me and telling me that they were really interested in about to take me and everything. And you know, the Seattle Seahawks, you know, started to come up, and I kept looking and kind of hoping and wishing that they would call my name. And I was sitting there with my family, and everybody was right next to me, and the phone started ringing. And it was that 425 area code, and I knew it was Seattle Seahawks. So I was really excited about it. I mean, I knew my dad was shining down on me, smiling with a huge smile on his face, and he probably nudged Pete Carroll and John Schneider to take me.
He is so confident and believes in himself so strongly. He's just a ball player, and it doesn't matter what the situation is or who's looking at him or what the scrutiny may be. He doesn't care. He's going to go do what he's capable of doing, and he's basically going to take you to give you a chance to win.
It doesn't matter how big or how small or whatever you are. You know, it's definitely a blessing, and you have to work at it every day. You know, I work at my game, I work at my craft, and you have to perfect that craft. And you know, I'm playing this game for a lot of reasons. I'm playing for my family. I'm playing it for most importantly myself. You know, I'm a self-motivator, and that really helps me just to become the best person I can be, the best player that I can be. But there's also one other thing. You know, I'm playing for all the other kids that, you know, have been told that they can't do something or that they're too small or too short, but they still have the talent. You know, I don't think that's right. I think that you have to be able to bring your A game every time, obviously being undersized or being the underdog, but I think that's a great opportunity to excel.